The New York Rangers top prospect Gabe Perreault has been lighting things up in college hockey so far this season as an 18-year-old, being a freshman in his first year of college hockey with Boston College has really been amazing. I mean, he was the Rangers' first-round pick from this draft. He slid, probably shouldn't have fallen that far in the draft where the Rangers picked him. Obviously, right now, he's looking like an absolute steal, one of the biggest steals of the entire draft so far, if not the biggest steal. I mean, obviously, Mitch fell a bit as well, but a little different there. But either way, I mean, obviously, a remarkable player here in Gabe Perreault, one of the best talents in college hockey right now. So we're going to take a look at kind of how he's done so far this season, give you guys an update on that, as well as take a look kind of how Boston College, his team is doing, because there also is another New York Rangers prospect who is also a freshman, who was also taken by the Rangers in the 2023 draft from this past summer. Drew Fortescue, he's a defense prospect, pretty solid there. Not bad at all. Also won the U20 gold with Team USA at the World Juniors alongside Gabe, so that's pretty cool there. But taking a look here at the standings in the Hockey East, where they obviously play, they finished at the top as things have now come to an end there. The regular season's done. The Hockey East tournament is now starting. And in conference play, they finished with 24 games played, 61 points. Not bad at all. The second place team had 57, so a little bit behind them, but not too bad. And then the third place team, though, Maine, finished all the way down there with 44 points, so quite a few lower than that, but still not too bad. Boston College had an amazing season. They were the clear top team in Hockey East, and they were also ranked as the top team in the entire college hockey D1 level. They were amazing this season. Definitely had an absolutely stacked team, and they're obviously still going to have a decent chance to go a long ways here as they are taking on the University of Connecticut in the first round, the quarterfinals of the Hockey East tournament there. Obviously, they're taking on the 8 seed as they are the 1 seed, so things probably won't be too difficult for Boston College to move on to the next round, but either way, it should be a decent competition though. UConn is definitely not a terrible team, just not a great one like Boston College. And now taking a look here at what he has done so far this season offensively for Boston College, his numbers are amazing. 30 games played, 15 goals, 35 assists for 50 points. Total, he's been truly amazing this season for Boston College. Put up some unreal numbers and has been one of the top scorers in all of college hockey. I mean, 15 goals in 30 games played is not bad at all. And let's remember here, though, he's not known as an elite goal scorer. He's known as an elite playmaker. So obviously the assists being at over a point per game is pretty great to see. The goals, 15 goals in 30 games played, though, it's not like that's bad at all either, though. He's a really, smart and talented player offensively. It's just he is known as a playmaker. He's an elite playmaker, great vision, just a dynamic overall offensive threat. And, on the power play there, his passing is just so good. His hockey IQ is so high. I think he's going to be an absolutely dynamic threat. I mean, right now you're seeing it at the college level. Obviously, it depends, can it translate? We'll have to wait and see. But what he's doing at the college level, he's just kind of really dominating. He is showing his skill, his hockey IQ, his playmaking. I mean, some of his passes that you'll see here are just unreal. Those kind of passes you see from a guy like Panarin, who's obviously known as being like an elite playmaker and stuff like that. A guy like, Gabe Perreault here, he's making some of those kind of passes that you see from Panarin, which is definitely a good sign for his development. He's obviously a very talented player, but putting up those kind of numbers that he has been putting up and seeing the vision that he has, all those kind of, skills and stuff like that he has offensively, being that dynamic offensive threat, it truly is very good to see. And he definitely has quite the high upside. So if you can ever hit it with the Rangers at the NHL level, that would definitely be massive for this team. Now taking a look, though, at where Gabe Perreault sits points-wise among all D1 players, and we'll take a look at points per game after, but points-wise right now, he is tied for 6. A couple of guys here, Gavin Brindley, Rutger McGroarty, both Michigan players. Both of them are sophomores, so in their second year of college hockey, and Gabe's doing a great job there, tied with them 50 points. They have an extra game played, an extra 5 games played, so obviously they have quite a few more games played there, so points per game-wise, he's definitely doing better than them. And then right ahead of them in 5th place, there you have Jack Devine. He has a junior at Denver, 51 points there. In 3rd place, Jackson Blake and Cutter Gauthier, both sophomores there as well, both at 52 points. In 2nd place, it is Macklin Celebrini, who is going to be going 1st overall in this year's draft, more than likely. He's a freshman at Boston University, the other Boston school, and he has 54 points there, having a pretty great season as a freshman. Then in 1st place is Will Smith, who is obviously a Boston College teammate of Gabe Perreault. Their line mates alongside Ryan Leonard there. It's a pretty dominant line, obviously, the freshman line there, but he's got 57 points there, leading the entire D1 level. So he's having a great season, but Gabe Perreault not too far behind them, having a few less games played as well. So he's having a pretty great overall season. Then taking a look, though, now at the points per game wise, where he's kind of ranking right now, he is in third place with a 1.67 points per game. Right ahead of him is Will Smith, his line mate and teammate at Boston College, with a 1.68, so 0.01 better, just a tiny bit better. He's got 4 more games played, 7 more points. And then you have in first place there, Mackin Celebrini, the projected first overall pick. He's got 32 games played, 54 points, and a 1.69 points per game. So 1, 2, and 3 there is off by 0.01. So they're very, very close together there, obviously. They're tied pretty much nearly at the top. So they're all having a great season, and Gabe Perreault is definitely amongst them. And he's a guy who was obviously taken much later in the draft, where obviously a guy like Will Smith went, and where a guy like Mackin Celebrini is going to go. So it definitely says a lot about how talented Gabe Perreault is and how big of a steal he has been so far this year as well. Obviously, we know Gabe Perreault is a very dynamic offensive threat. The two-way game, hopefully that can obviously develop and get better. The skating can hopefully develop and get better. Obviously, there's definitely a lot of areas where he can get better in. He's nowhere near a complete player, but he obviously has a very high upside and could one day be a true kind of top-line, superstar level guy, being that dynamic elite playmaker, being well over a point per game. That is definitely a possibility for a guy like Gabe Perreault, but obviously he's got a long way to go before he's ever close to that. And I am guessing that he's probably going to be a guy who ends up playing one more year next season at the college level, and then potentially either signs at the end of next season to become a pro player. Obviously, maybe get a bit of a taste with the Rangers or the Wolfpack, probably more of the Wolfpack potentially. And then in 2025, 2026, so not next season, but the one after that, that is probably when we're going to see him, I'd imagine. Maybe at the NHL level. If not, he'll definitely be at pro hockey by then. I don't think he's going to be more than 2 years at the college level, but you never know. It's a possibility. Could want to go back for a third there just to really get fully developed there. Take another year to really kind of refine his game. But that's going to do it for this video. If you have enjoyed, please smash the like button. Don't forget to comment down below your thoughts on Drew Fortescue and Gabe Perreault, 2 very good New York Rangers prospects. And also don't forget to subscribe for daily New York Rangers content.